Vibes with Ivy, and we are back with another episode of Baddies. So let's get right into it. The girls have finally arrived in Jamaica, and they are so happy. They're looking at the palm trees, they're looking at the crystal clear blue waters, and they can't wait to start living it up. The van pulls up, and they get a good look at the house, and they hop out so they can get a closer look in the inside. They're all checking it out, and they all seem to be very satisfied. They take a seat, and they start to chop it up. Talking about how things went left the last time they were together at the dinner, and Biggie decided to pick up a chair when E.T. thought she was going to catch her a slick one. Rolly, of course, says, well, I could understand if that was somebody she didn't know, but for you to pick up something that could bust somebody in the head and split they shit, she's out of order. So they feel like the baddies are here, and hopefully the other girls are not on their bullshit. And I'm just like, it's the shade for me. The other girls are on their van as well as they hop out and check out their less grander home. But all that matters is that they're happy and they're excited, just like the other women. So they get comfortable and seated, and they also begin to chop it up about what happened at that dinner. Anna Mac claims that she was drunk. She had about 3, 4, 5 different liquors. She blacked out. And the cast, the other ladies sitting there with her say, Cap, you need more people because we don't believe you. But Smiley's like, yeah, girl, you got drunk and tried to fight me. And then we get a flashback reminder of how Tasiki had to force Anna Mac onto the van to fight Smiley. But either way, Anna Mac claims that was Lulu, that was not Anna, I guess her alter ego for when she's drunk. And they all join in for a laughter as she apologizes to Smiley about how she acted that night. She then decides to bring up Suki and how she was waiting on her, waiting to see if she was going to mention her name and tell her why she had to leave. And I'm just sitting there like Camilla, like, there you go again, talking shit, running that mouth of yours. But either which way, Redhead is a goofball. Next, we get back to the other house with the other ladies, and they're talking about Suki too. Sapphire says she had to let her know, like, look, you don't know these girls like that. We don't know their history. We don't know what the fuck's been going on here, so maybe we should shut up and stay out of it. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, great idea. Because pretty much, Suki has the girls confused. They feel like she's playing both sides. They don't know what side she's even on and if she even needs to be on one. But point is that Natalie is just hoping that the girls leave all that drama back in the States, man. She's trying to have a good time in Jamaica. And that's it. As the other girls are still rambling on, they end up joining together for a celebration twerk. They can't wait to get up out this house and see what Jamaica is bringing. Next, so Natalie and Sky decide to have a pointless conversation, and it leads to the girls heading out for the day. So they're all in their Jamaica colors, and I was feeling it. I'm like, you better fucking represent. Got that yellow, black, and green on. Let's go. Bullet. So the girls are getting comfortable setting their vibe as the other women on the other van are setting theirs as well. They seem to be way more calmer on the van with Natalie. But we end up finding out that lovely T, has decided that she has to go. She had family things that she had to tend to, and it's been a good time. But it's time for her to head out. Hey! She's T. Natalie and the girls are on the van pretty much getting ready to start their day, and the other van is getting lit. They're getting lit. And so lit to the point that Sky takes a close notice to the fact that Smiley is drinking way more than she usually does. She claims that she's not really even a drinker, but today she is pouring hefty shots. And as Sky says, as a woman should do, she should pour her own shots. And that's what she's doing. So as the seconds go by, it seems that she's getting more belligerent by the minute. Even though they're having such a good time, we know things are about to change. They pull up and they see that Smiley is looking pretty incoherent. She's not looking well. But what bothered me about this scene is the way Tasiki wanted to handle her. Why are you handling her that way? If she is drunk, why are you manhandling her? I did not like the way she kind of tried to force Smiley up that way. I didn't like that shit at all. But either which way, the girls are trying their best to figure out what is going on and what they should do. They honestly look like they did not know what to do. And in situations like this, it is one of those things. But you handle people that are under the influence with care. And that's just me. The other girls pull up and Smiley is not looking too well. They let them know, hey, Smiley, she's back there. We don't know what's going on. And they head over to figure out, what is it now? The security is having a hard time keeping Smiley up, keeping her body up, keeping her head up. They're having a hard time getting her to drink water or getting a hard time to even get any clearness. So Sky goes over there and she decides to be the one to try to cater to what this could be. So she's trying to console and she's trying to be nurturing, as I would be as well, and give Smiley water and tell her to relax and, try to give her comforting words until that water goes down the wrong pipe and she's about to throw up. So, I didn't agree with it, but, she didn't want to get threw up on, so she swayed her face to the side, and the bodyguards, the security, whoever the hell they are, just let Smiley hit the ground. They just let her hit the ground. Not the ground, but, And I'm just like, damn, man, this does not look good. This doesn't look good. So Natalie finally comes over to see what's going on, and she just can't believe her eyes. Her mouth is on the floor. She doesn't know what to say. And the producers and everybody else that's trying to check on Smiley seem to not know either. And I'm really looking at this situation like, I don't take this lightly. Now, I know the girls don't really believe Smiley because she's a scammer and it all trickles down to the miscarriage and all that other thing, stuff that they don't believe. But I feel like I wouldn't play with anything like this. I know someone personally that, back in my younger days that I decided to drink with, that I had no clue this person was on prescribed medication. And she decided to drink and not tell nobody that. And let's just say it was a night that I will never forget. Maybe I'll hit y'all with a story time if you're interested. But anyways, as the team tries to wipe her face and keep her cool and try to figure out what's going on, checking, looking at her eyes, trying to see maybe if her pupils are dilated or what's going on with that. And she begins to quiver and I believe she's having like a mini seizure. I'm not sure. But she starts moving and they start getting really concerned. They get the wheelchair and they take her out the van and she's still falling over. Like she's really not even strong enough to keep her body up. So they rolling her, to the little station that they gonna bring her into. The girls are by her side. They are confused. They are all looking like they don't know what's going on. And Smiley is just out of it. She's out of it, man. She's not even in this world right now. She's somewhere else. And that's what I mean. I don't know if Smiley's on medications, but it makes me kind of think, like, is this some sort of reaction to medication? Like, it does seem to be a little more than drinking. It might be something underlined that we don't know about. And because of the mixture of liquor, it could be the reason why she's having this sort of reaction, which makes things very, very scary. But they roll her in and pretty much things just start getting worse. She starts crying for her son. She starts lashing her arms around. She's crying, so they're trying to, keep air on her, make sure that she's not getting too hot. They put the blood pressure cuff on her, and they're just trying to make sure her vitals and stuff like that is good. During this, they're trying to give her a bucket in case she throws up. But at some point, there's only so much you can do. So they end up wheeling her out, and I'm figuring that they're taking her to maybe a better location where she can receive better help. So as they're doing that, she ends up having a seizure while she's in a wheelchair. So bad that she falls out of the chair, and now she's just laying on the concrete. And I'm sitting here as a viewer, like, speechless. I'm lost for words. I really don't know what to say. I just know that I don't take nothing like this lightly, because I don't really know what could be her conditions or her medical, things that we don't know about, pretty much. We don't know. And then we have Tasiki's ass talking about she faking. She faking, look, she faking. And I'm just like, how? How, Sway? Like, how? Like, really? Like, you really trying to dictate and validate that Smiley's lying because you think she was smiling? Like, how? This girl is not in the right state of mind right now. Everything that she's doing, in my opinion, is not even being controlled. She's under the influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's no longer really in control right now. So, I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that being said. The episode in generally for me was just disturbing. But you already know, man. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know down in the comments what y'all thinking about the whole situation. And, there was no knuck of you buck worthy moment at all in this episode. So, pardon me. Next episode, we definitely gonna get lit. But, all right, y'all. That's all I got. And until next time, I'm out.
Excellent beat.